صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Chapter on how do the people give the Bai'a, pledge to the Imam, ruler. Narrated Ubadah bin As-Samit. We gave the Bai'a, pledge to Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, that we would listen to and obey him both at the time when we were active and at the time when we were tired, and that we would not fight against the ruler or disobey him, and would stand firm for the truth or say the truth wherever we might be, and in the way of Allah we would not be afraid of the blame of the blamers. See Hadith number 7213. Narrated Anas, may Allah be pleased with him, the Prophet, peace be upon him, went out on a cold morning while the Muhajirun, emigrants, and the Ansar were digging the trench. The Prophet, peace be upon him, then said, O Allah, the real goodness is the goodness of the hereafter, so please forgive the Ansar and the Muhajirun. They replied, we are those who have given the Bai'a, pledge to Muhammad, peace be upon him, to observe jihad as long as we remain alive. Narrated Abdullah bin Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, whenever we gave the Bai'a, pledge to Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, for to listen and obey, he used to say to us, for as much as you can, that is, whatever is in your ability. Narrated Abdullah bin Dinar, I witnessed Ibn Umar when the people gathered around Abdul Malik. Ibn Umar wrote, I gave the Bai'a, pledge that I will listen to and obey Allah's slave, Abdul Malik, chief of the believers according to Allah's laws and the Sunnah of His Messenger as much as I can, and my sons too give the same pledge. Narrated Jarir bin Abdullah, may Allah be pleased with him, I gave the Bai'a, pledge to the Prophet, peace be upon him, that I would listen and obey, and he told me to add, as much as I can, and to be sincere and true to every Muslim, that is, order them for al-ma'ruf, that is, Islamic monotheism and all that Islam has ordained, and forbid them from al-munkar, that is, disbelief, polytheism, and all that Islam has forbidden, and to help them and to be merciful and kind to them. See Hadith number 57. Narrated Abdullah bin Dinar, when the people gave the Bai'a, pledge to Abdul Malik, Abdullah bin Umar wrote to him, to Allah's slave, Abdul Malik, chief of the believers, I gave the Bai'a that I will listen to and obey, according to Allah's laws and Sunnah, legal ways of His Messenger, in whatever is within my ability, and my sons too give the same pledge. Narrated Yazid, I said to Salama, for what did you give the Bai'a, pledge to the Prophet, peace be upon him, on the day of Hudaybiyah? He replied, for death. Narrated Al-Miswar bin Makhrama, the group of people whom Umar had selected as candidates for the caliphate gathered and consulted each other. Abdurrahman said to them, I am not going to compete with you in this matter, but if you wish, I would select for you a caliph from among you. So all of them agreed to let Abdurrahman decide who will be the new caliph. So when the candidates placed the case in the hands of Abdurrahman, the people went towards him, and nobody followed the rest of the group nor obeyed any after him. So the people followed Abdurrahman and consulted him all those nights till there came the night we gave the Bai'a, pledge to Uthman. Al-Miswar bin Makhrama added, Abdurrahman called on me after a portion of the night had passed and knocked on my door till I got up, and he said to me, I see you have been sleeping. By Allah, during the last 3 nights, I have not slept enough. Go and call Az-Zubair and Sa'd. So I called them for him, and he consulted them, and then called me, saying, Call Ali for me. I called Ali, and he held a private talk with him till very late at night. And then Ali got up to leave, having had much hope to be chosen as a caliph, but Abdurrahman was afraid of something concerning Ali. Abdurrahman then said to me, Call Uthman for me. I called him, and he kept on speaking to him privately till the muadhin put an end to their talk by calling the adhan for the Fajr prayer. When the people finished their morning salah, prayer, and that 6 men group gathered near the pulpit, Abdurrahman sent for all the Muhajirun, emigrants, and the Ansar present there, and sent for the army chief who had performed the Hajj with Umar that year. When all of them had gathered, Abdurrahman said, La ilaha illallah, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah. Then said, Amma ba'd, O Ali, I have looked at the people's tendencies and noticed that they do not consider anybody equal to Uthman, so you should not incur blame by disagreeing. Then Abdurrahman said to Uthman, I gave the Bai'a pledge to you on condition that you will follow Allah's laws and the Sunnah of Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, and the legal ways of the two caliphs after him. So Abdurrahman gave the Bai'a to him, and so did the people, including the Muhajirun, emigrants, and the Ansar, and the chiefs of the army staff and all the Muslims.